Okay, so what do you want to do in that case?
Well, presumably at some point.
So I've been invited to this thing now, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
So while I'm there, he'll be there too.
yeah.
We can carry out our plan of getting someone, if not into the apartment, then at least onto it.
And,
And
some surveillance in there, or having a look around kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, potentially we could even get the drop on him when he gets back from it,
Yeah.
depending on how guarded he is when he leaves, which I will know because I'll be there.
Okay.
That seems like a decent plan.
So
I
who
can
wants
follow
to
him.
check out the apartment and who wants to go to the party out of the two of you?
Well, I think it makes sense for our sniper to be with near him, so to come to the warehouse, I assume.
And then the cat burglar who has the breaking and entering skill set goes and does the...
Breaking and entering.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's almost as if our characters were designed for this.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
And I can keep an eye out on any cameras and stuff to
Yeah.
people.
You definitely have various ways of accessing things.
But
Oh,
you-
that's the
you-
thing. The apartment suite itself will have a few CCTV cameras, so you will be able to follow them around on that.
And
if you
keep.
can get into them.
I got security +5.
Okay. Roll the dice just in case you fail spectacularly.
You never know.
It's like security level 3 or something. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so we shall start in that case with Theodore, who is in the apartment. And
Am I? I thought I was going to the party.
wrong way around, Hector, who's going to the apartment.
Yeah.
I can be
Heck the
bad
cat
at,
burglar.
I'm bad at mixing, well, connecting
We should
names.
put like our real life names maybe under it as well, so you know who's who.
No, because you want to stay in character.
Yeah, it'd be too convenient.
Yeah. Okay, so you walk up to the building, and the first thing you notice is that his apartment is the penthouse apartment.
Snazzy bugger.
It's 2 floors. The lift goes straight into the apartment.
Okay.
I'm watching you on camera.
And there's
So-
like, basically you put a key into the lift, and
Would it be a physical key or an electronic
it's a
key?
physical key.
Can you lockpick it?
Okay. Okay.
I've had a thought.
Yep.
You guys are presumably heading out. Sorry, it's just the one of you. You're heading out early to get your eyes on this place as soon as you can. I mean, is the guy going there straight from work, Monsieur Letargue? Is he heading there? Is he heading there straight from his workplace? So the place is.
He is, yes.
So his apartment is open all day. So earlier in the day, I can head down to assist. Things like I have my water magic that no one knows about. I can use that to short out local substation so that any of his electronics security systems are offline.
Does that mean
I
that
can create a local power cut.
Hector has to climb up the elevator shaft?
Well, presumably you do it once.
He's a
and
cat
that's it.
burglar. He can. That's precisely what his skill is. Getting up.
Yeah, well, I can break my way in, potentially disable alarms and what have you.
Okay, so for now we assume that it's the 2 of you going there.
And this is before the event is happening. This
Yeah.
is like during the day.
This is
when
during
he's
the
at
day.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, am I creating a local power cut?
Well, first off, you need to get inside, don't you?
Yeah, I need to get past the security at the lobby.
Well, the substation isn't going to be on his property.
No, but he needs to get past the security guard to get
Oh,
to the
sure.
elevator.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, okay.
Okay, so since this is
Seeing as you're going to be
a fate system, and my high concept is specifically gentleman cat burglar, could I use this aspect and a fate point to just look like I belong, doff my hat to the security guard, and just walk straight through?
I think that is an awesome use of a fate point.
So that's that time.
Can I use my water magic to make him feel a bit under the weather and that he should probably take a rest?
Yes, because you make him ill because cold.
Yep.
You literally give him a cold.
Yep.
Okay. You get 1 free compel on that, so that's not going to be enough to make him go on his own, but maybe you could talk to him or spend another fate point. Be like, oh, you look a bit ill, don't you? Or you sure you should be here?
If I'm passing by and I see an ill-looking person, I might like, here, let's, I've got some water. Are you all right? Would you like
that
to
kind
grab
of
a
thing.
coffee? Yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. So do a persuade. Not that it's going to make much of a difference.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
So he's like, yeah, I should really call someone in to take my shift.
Hey, no one can blame you if you just went for a coffee. You'll be better. You'll be better in a little bit. These things happen at this time of year.
True. Well, I'll just lock up here quickly and head off. I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Okay, so what's he doing?
So he's just locking up his area, putting everything away.
Okay, but our cat burglar isn't heading in that way anyway, right? In fact, he's
already in.
He's already in. Great. But he'll be able to get back out again. All right. Yeah. Okay, sure.
Were you not paying attention where he's spent a fate point?
The thing cut off for me for like a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, so I spent a fate point to just blend in as a gentleman.
Yep.
Okay.
Not at all like a cat burglar.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm also going to give you a fate point if you no, actually that doesn't work. I was going to say if you trip on the stairs, but then I remembered you're taking the lift.
Yeah.
So
If you trip in the lift shaft, that could be pretty unpleasant.
Well, my plan is to use my lockpick skill to convince the elevator to take me up to the penthouse.
okay, do you want to roll that then?
I shall.
I kind of imagined you with a little grappling hook or something.
Yeah,
No,
he's gonna have some basic
you can't
equipment.
not have a grappling hook.
Yeah, but if I don't have to use it, it makes life a lot easier.
It's only if you can't access the lift, you're like, oh, screw it, I'll just climb up the
Yeah.
elevator.
It's also the middle of the day, so like someone walking up the side of the building in the middle of the day is a bit conspicuous.
Yeah. So feasibly, I could have
Was there a reason
Riley.
why you're not taking the stairs?
Because
It's a direct elevator shaft that opens out straight into the penthouse.
Okay, but there is still a staircase, right?
I think there would also be a staircase.
Probably,
But,
presumably, an emergency.
Yeah.
But it would be something, it would be like akin to walking up those stairs at Covent Garden. Plus
I
a
mean,
bit-
I was going to
Yeah,
say
but,
you'd
but
still
walking
need
up
to
the stairs
use...
at Covent Garden when the alternative is
Same.
grappling your way up an elevator shaft.
well, it
No,
might not
he's
be.
not
It might-
rappelling his way up.
The
He's
elevator
literally
might be worse.
taking the lift.
which I was about to disable, wasn't I?
Well, if you don't have to.
No,
No, you were
Okay,
going to do it afterwards. once
Okay,
he's
to
up
get rid
there.
of security, to get rid of the security systems.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have our earpieces, so we are in some sort of
Yeah.
communication, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay.
yeah.
Because this could be a
So-
comedy of errors, otherwise.
trying to like hack the lock and you've broken the electrics. So why is it not working?
Yeah.
Okay, so lockpick.
So, yeah. But I'd also like to, because clearly I've got Nick the Sicilian watching out, ready to disable the security system. I've got Riley keeping an eye on the cameras to make sure there aren't any stray security guys.
Mm-hmm.
I can quite well concentrate on picking this lock to get into this penthouse. So,
I'm also assuming that you're not picking the lock from the ground floor where people can see you, and instead
no,
taking
I
it
won't get up.
I was
Yeah.
assuming that the doors would be shut,
They might shut and then reopen it as someone comes.
but we
like-
can. I'm watching the camera, so I can tell him if someone's coming.
Yeah, but
to
the ground
elevator.
floor is the most likely place for someone to come from.
But also, it's
Yeah.
the middle of the day. People are at work.
It's still the most likely place for someone to come
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, so I might get up half a dozen or a dozen floors.
Yeah.
Riley can tell me when, and so I can get a advantage of I am concentrating on the scene
Okay.
to get a 3+2 compel.
It's quiet on floor 15.
Yeah. So rolling a +2 with
Oh, excuse me.
my +2 skill for +4, and that's a 3. So I'm glad I had the compel.
That's not enough.
Cool.
It's not going to get you through the lock.
Could I hack the elevator? Would
Would
that be a thing?
What kind of lock is it?
It's a key.
It's a physical key switch.
But if like the elevator's electrical, some kind of computer system for choosing floors, it might be able to be overridden.
So
If
I'm
Like an
looking at
external
the-
diagnostic mode.
hang on, it's a physical key, as in the metal sort that you put in a lock. Yes.
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 Okay.
Um,
if
you
it's,
can try
if
hacking
it's somewhere I can get line of sight on, can I use water magic to help?
You're not going to be able to get line of sight on the inside of a lift, unless.
Oh,
you're
it's the
in
inside of the lift. Okay.
That's on the 15th floor.
Okay.
So
I thought it was outside.
So get as high as you can in the lift to the penthouse, then get him to short out the electrics or something, so you can then climb up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Grappling
Kit, you can actually try.
Oh, I can.
The thing.
Right. What would it be? Special hardware, security.
Yeah, realistically specialist hardware.
So that's 4.
Just enough. Yeah, so you can get it to go all the way up to the penthouse.
The elevator starts playing elevator music for you.
Excellent.
No, this is for a modern audience, right? So it starts playing dubstep.
Starts playing the
No,
Root Sandstorm.
that requires a 6
No.
in order to upload
ju-
your
ju-
own music.
I mean, it's a French elevator, so just a bit of tasteful Daft Punk would be just fine.
Not
We're
Right.
up and might get lucky.
Yeah,
So you're
if only.
inside, and you can take a look around. The security has been shorted, so that's fine.
Excellent.
So sadly, it was at about this point where the recording actually cut out, which is a real shame because I run out of hard disk space. So hopefully you've gotten a good idea of how the system works from this. And I'll just quickly give you a summary of the rest of the session, pretty much just to finish the story off. So Nick, the water mage, met up with Monsieur Letargue, pretending that he was an associate, and got into the apartment that way. Riley obviously was watching on, and Hector had already managed to sneak in, as you saw from the video. Theodore went to their hotel room and basically sniped out the window. So there were 2 guards up there, along with Letargue, and Nick was pretty much used as a way to get him to the window, which meant that then Theodore could snipe him. So we ended up with Hector and Theodore beating and burning both the target and the guards to pieces, whilst Nick stood on and was basically saying, "Oh, I have nothing to do with this, what the hell's going on?" Pretty surprisingly effective. So he was caught by the police, Nick was, but he managed to talk his way out of it, being a water mage with amazingly good skills in persuasion and deceit. Meanwhile, Hector and Theodore were pursued, but managed to get away in the sports car. And Riley basically destroyed her computer to avoid any evidence and cut communications for a bit so that she was able to safely return to England. Now, due to the way that reaction points work, I could actually have been spending them throughout this, but I chose not to because, as I say, I was being a nice GM as an introduction because a lot of my players hadn't tried the system before. So you can spend the reaction points throughout, and you will normally end up with a similar amount at the end. It doesn't make as big a difference as it could do. And that's basically to stop it from spiraling out of control. So, in the end, they got away pretty nicely, but I could have made it a lot more difficult for them if I'd wanted to. So that's pretty much it from me for now. As I say, we are going to be doing another session, and that's going to be hopefully at the weekend, maybe on a Wednesday. That will be up on the Kickstarter as soon as we've confirmed when it's going to be. So please do check that out. That'll be streamed, not recorded, so we won't have this kind of issue anyway. And I hope you've enjoyed watching this session, and I hope you enjoy the game.